Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel, welcome back to part 2 of my declutter series. So if you are new here, if this is the first video of mine that you are ever seeing, hello, welcome, come on in. My name is Millie and I post cruelty-free and affordable makeup reviews, and today, like I say, is part 2. We are going to be diving into my IKEA Alex drawers for bronzers, highlights and face palettes. We're decluttering, we're going through everything in these drawers. So I have already done primer, foundation, concealer and setting powders and setting sprays in part 1. I will leave that video linked just here. And this is the amount that we got decluttered. So we're a good way through the products before we even start this video, but I wanted to do a full video for a blush declutter because if you know me, you know I have 3 drawers just for blush. I've got an orange, a pink and a berry blush drawer. So I feel like I need a whole video just to do the blush declutters. So today we are going to be doing, like I say, bronzers, cream and powders, highlights, again, cream and powders, and face palettes. That's another 3 drawers in my collection here. And just a little bit of background, I am keeping some products even if I don't like them because I'm going to be doing a video at the end of the year where I am saying goodbye to the worst products of the year. So some products I am keeping even if I hate them. Nothing is going into my regular general waste bin. Things that can be recycled through the Boots recycling app I will be cleaning and putting on there, and things that aren't on the Boots recycling app I will be putting in the dedicated makeup recycling bin in my local Tesco, which is run by Maybelline, but you can put any makeup brand in it. And I think that is all of the disclaimers that I have to give. This is a lot of makeup. I feel very overwhelmed by it a lot of the time. Do I continue buying makeup? Absolutely I do. I love it. I am a collector. I know that this is a lot, but I'm hoping we're really gonna narrow down the collection today. So if you want to see the blush declutter and then also eyeshadows, lip products, all of the other things, eyeliners, that's gonna be a whole video all by itself. Subscribe because there's going to be those coming soon. When they will be, I do not know. I will leave part 1 linked. I will also create some sort of playlist for this so that you can sit and watch all of them, as I know a lot of people do. So let me zoom you in and we can get into the cream and liquid bronzers first, because that's a whole drawer by itself, just the liquids. So let me zoom you in. Okay, so this is bronzer drawer number 1, and then this is bronzer drawer number 2. So we have all of the liquids, creams, balm, contour products in this one, and then all of the powders in this one. This was originally organised in an even better way than this, where I had like matte powders, shimmery powders, glowy, etc. And sort of the same thing with the liquid products as well, and that didn't last very long at all. So let's just dive straight on in. I can already see one here that I want to get rid of. This is the Revolution. This was part of their Skin Silk range and the product is fine, but the colour was just very, very wrong for me. It was really, really yellow and quite light as well, even though I am obviously a very pale girly. This was just way too light for me. This was sun-kissed, not necessarily a bad product, but the colour was just not good. So getting rid of that one. Some products that I really, really love, I will just quickly talk about. So we've got the MUA Beauty Balm. This is in Caramel Bronze. Really, really love that one. Absolutely keeping the Morphe Sudden Heat Creamy Bronzer Stick. This is in Flicker. This is one of my favourite products of the year, favourite bronzer products of the year. I absolutely love that one. I'm actually amazed that it is even in my drawers because I've been using it so much. that it hasn't been in my drawers for basically any time at all. Then we have got the W7 Cheeky Dip. I am planning on doing a W7 video soon. I think I liked this. I think I liked the colour. I like the packaging. I like that it's that sort of sponge thing. I like that. Yeah, I'll keep that one. I think I remember liking that one. I really like this one. This is the 17 Sculpt Define Contour Wand. This is in medium. Really like that. I actually think if I tried very hard I could finish that. Look how little product there is in that. Really enjoy that one. Blends out beautifully. This one, I can get rid of this. I have not used this since my last declutter, which was like 18 months ago now, so definitely do not need this one anymore. This is the P. Louise The Cheek of It liquid bronzer. This is in Cookie Cup. Again, nice enough product. I just haven't reached for it. It's not as good as any of the 4 that I have already said that I'm keeping, so this one can go. Then, oh, I really like this one as well. This is the Beauty Crop Glow Milk Liquid Bronzer. This is in the shade Caramel. This is a little bit glowy, a little bit shimmery. I really like the packaging for this. I really like the colour. They have loads of different colours for this, and big fan of that one. I will also keep this one because this is a really nice, not too cool toned contour on me. So this is the Collection Gorgeous Glow Contour Stick in Contour 3. Just a beautiful, like, bog standard contour shade on me. Don't use it a ton because I'm not a big contour kind of gal, but if I do want that, I will generally reach for that one. I can't even see in here as I'm like digging into these drawers. Okay, so these are the 17 Second Skin Enhancing Concealers. One of my favourite concealers of all time. I don't know why I have 2 for a bronzer shade. I will set these aside and figure out which one of these is actually a bronzer shade on me. I think it's this one, which is 003P. I think it's this one, but I will figure out which of these is actually a bronzer shade for me and get rid of the other one. I don't need 2 of them, but I really like the formula of these because they're very sort of liquidy and serum-y feeling. They blend out beautifully, but they also, of course, they're a concealer, so they give you a little bit of coverage. Really like that. I love that as a concealer as well. Then we have got the 17 Bronze Drops. These aren't meant to be in here. This is in the shade 020 Medium. I have all of my bronzer drops in with my primers, so I will put that up there. I'm getting rid of this. This is the Emco Dual Ended Contour Stick. This is the driest, like I feel like you can even see there. It's the driest bronzer stick I have ever used. It's almost scratchy feeling on the skin. I really don't like that product, so that can go. Oh, that's everything out of there. Fantastic. I'm gonna get rid of this because firstly, I never reach for it. Secondly, the shape of it is sort of annoying, really. So this is the Catrice Wonder Woman bronzer stick. Catrice Wonder Woman bronzing stick in 010 Be Amazing. I liked the colour, but the shape of that just felt very, like, not useful. Like, the shape of it got in the way. It was nice enough, but doesn't really do a great deal for me. Really like this. This is the Technic Contour Easy Blend Contour Stick. I think this is medium. Yes, cool medium. Really like this. Not necessarily a contour shade on me though. Like, it says cool contour. This is a bronzer shade on me. I don't know why it's called cool medium. Then the Beauty Bay liquid bronzer. This is in Butterscotch. I think I have 2 shades of this. Where the other one is, I don't know, but I think I've got two. Yeah, that looks like a nice enough colour. Not too dark, nice and warm. I do like the Beauty Bay liquid formula, and it's more of a matte sort of moussey feeling. It's not liquidy in the sense of, like, it's nothing at all like the e.l.f. ones, which I feel like everybody has tried, and this is sort of a benchmark for liquid products. This is almost moussier, a little bit thicker, more sort of smoothing on the skin, which I really enjoy, so I'll be keeping that one. I will also be keeping this one. They're very different, but I like both for quite different things. This is the e.l.f. Camo Liquid Bronzer and Contour. This is in Fair to Light. This is a tiny, tiny little bit sort of shimmery. Not shimmery, it's just a little bit glowy, and I really, really enjoy this colour. I haven't used this in forever, but really, really like that one. I also really, really like this one. This is a newer find for me. This is the MUA Beauty Bronze Beauty Wand. They only have one shade in the bronzer, the blush, and the highlight. The highlight may well be in my drawers, or I may have decluttered it already, I can't remember, but this colour works for me, and it is the only shade that they have, so bear that in mind if you are purchasing. I really, really hope that they're going to bring out more shades in that, because it's a really, really lovely formula. Then, oh, I really like this one as well. This is the Catrice Melted Sun Liquid Bronzer. This is similar to the e.l.f. one, but this is a slightly warmer shade, slightly deeper shade, and it's not glowy like the e.l.f. one, but really, really like that. Will be keeping. Then, what else have I got? Primark. I just don't think I loved this. And does this stand out above my other bronzer sticks that I already have up at the top that I said I'm keeping? It does not. This is the PS Cream Bronzer. Creamy blendable bronzer infused with castor seed oil and shea butter. This is in Caramel. I think this was the medium shade. I seem to remember it was fine. But like, if I'm going for a bronzer stick, am I going for either of the first two that I mentioned, the Morphe or the MUA? Absolutely. So I think I'm going to get rid of that one. And like, Primark is annoying because like, you can't always get the products, like they just sort of have what they have, if that makes any sort of sense. So next up is the Collection Filter Finish Liquid Wand in Contour. I feel like I've got wands that I prefer over this one, and again, I don't think that the shade range was great for this, so I'm going to get rid of that one. And I'm also very aware that like these things that have the like spongy applicators on the end that like you stick onto your face every time you're using it, like how hygienic can that be? You know, like you can't really clean that, can you? And it goes on your dirty face. So I am going to get rid of this one. I'm gonna get rid of this one because I'm seeing in the little window here that this is all separated and congealed, and I have had this ages and I feel like I've had my use out of it, to be fair. So this is the PS Pro Cream Contour Buildable Coverage. I liked this, but yeah, that's all like going all gloopy and separated in the tube there. So I'm going to get rid of that one. I'm going to keep this one because I really, really like this one. This is the Essence Baby Got Bronze Liquid Bronzer. Again, just a matte bronzer. Nothing crazy, so keeping that one. Then there's a whole story behind this. So the Revolution Cream Bronzer, the Ultra Cream Bronzer in Light. When I first tested this, I hated it. I actually considered decluttering it, and then I have sort of used it more. I think I put it into a project pan. I was like, let me figure this out, and now I really, really like it. So it has a big old pan and also a nice big scrape in the side of it where I stuck my fingernail into it. So pigmented, like the most crazy pigmented bronzer that I have ever used. A little bit on the cool side, but not like crazy contour cool. Really like that one, so we'll be keeping that. I liked this one as well, didn't I? The Revolution Jelly Bronzer Stick. Did I like this? Honestly, some of these products I haven't used in so long. Now I'm looking at that and I'm like, that has no pigment, really. You know, a little bit. You know what? I might do like a chopping block video soon, and I might put that in there because I honestly can't remember. I know I liked the blush. I'm going to revisit that one. I'm going to let myself revisit that one. So we've got the 17 Melting Cream Bronzer. This is in 010 Soft Sand. I do believe I liked this one as well. So I will be keeping that one. The e.l.f. Putty Bronzer. This is in the shade Tan Lines. I do believe I liked this as well. Oh, I've used that like... I have been through one of these and repurchased it. That's how much I have previously enjoyed it. Let's keep it. I feel like it's a cult sort of classic. It's just a great basic product. Then we have got the Essence Soft Touch Butter Bronzer. Should this be in the creams? No, I feel like this should be in with the powders. But I like this one. I will be keeping that. I will just put it in with the powder products because it is a powder. Then we have got, I'm getting rid of this. I've saved this so many times and said, oh, I'll use this, and I never do. This is the Essence Contouring Duo Stick. The most cool toned grey contour stick with a matte highlight stick on the other end that I am never going to use. I just never use matte highlight sticks like that. So I'm going to say it's time. I'm getting rid of that one. And then the MUA Bronzed Cream Bronzer in Butterscotch. I love this one. It smells great, which I know shouldn't be a reason to keep a product, but I also really enjoy the formula of it. It blends out beautifully, looks a little bit glowy, just looks like a really lived in natural cream bronzer that gives a little bit of juice to the skin. Really like that one, so I'll be keeping that. Then down at the side here we have got the Cosmic Brushes. This is actually a blush technically, but it is a bronzer shade on me. I do struggle to get into that. It is, I mean, you can see how little I've used that. I never really reached for it. It's a little bit dark for me. I think I'm going to get rid of that one. And then the PS Pro Tinted Bronze Stick, Moisture Stick for face and body. Oh, that was my telephone. I do apologise. Who is texting me at this hour? Oh my goodness, I'm going to have to go and turn that off. I think I am going to get rid of this because, yeah, I'm not going to use that. So I will get rid of that one as well. Let me go and turn my phone on to silent and get all of this back into the drawer, everything that I'm keeping. And then we can move on to the powders. I feel like I did that really quickly. I'm proud of me. There we go. So we now have all of the sticks, liquids and creams. I feel like this is a lot more organised than where we were at the start, and I'm very happy about it. So that is all of the creams, liquids, etc. And let's scooch over a little bit and get into the powders. But I need to move you over. Give me a minute. Okay, so onto the powders, and like I say, this was at some point organised into matte powders, glowy powders, and then like the larger things that don't necessarily fit like upright. I can't have these ones upright because then the drawer won't close. So these have to lay down at the side. But that's fine, there's room for that. So let's just, no particular order, really like this one. I've only used this fairly recently. This is the Troublemaker Rascal Matte Bronzer. Very pigmented, really nice colour on me though. Obviously I've already got this Essence one up the top. I am keeping that one, but also keeping this. I think I'm going to get rid of this because again, it's another one that I have saved for so long for you know, various different declutters that I have done, and every time I say I'm going to use it more and I never do. I know that this looks very pink, but it is more of like a terracotta-y sort of bronzer shade on me. So this is the Physicians Formula Butter Blush. This is in Copacabana. It did not look this colour on the Boots website when I bought it, so I'm going to get rid of this. It's the wrong colour for me. I don't love it. I never reach for it. Declutter. This one is absolutely, I'm keeping this. This is the 17 Glow and Define bronzer. This is in 010, so this is the lightest shade that they do. They've got a really great shade range. More of a cooler toned matte bronzer. I don't know why it's called Glow and Define. I don't notice that this has any sort of glow to it, but really like that one. I'm absolutely keeping this one. This is the bronzer that I am wearing on my face today. Really like it. So this is in the shade Fawn. Big fan of that. Again, this one's more warm, where the 17 one is more cool. Like, you can absolutely see the shade differences there. Both of them work for me. I like both for different vibes. A lot of the time it depends on what like I look like, what else I've got on my face. I like everything to sort of be cohesive. So they are for different eye looks, but I like both of those. Then I feel like I'm not going to be decluttering very much out of this drawer because a lot of it I love. This is the Catrice Sun Lover Bronzing Powder. This is in 010 Sun Kissed Bronze. Really like that. It's like a marbled, glowy, domed sort of bronzer. Can you see that? Really like that one for like a glowy option. Then these two I feel like are very similar. I like both. I'm keeping both. The Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, cult classic. Everybody's tried it. I feel like it's just a beautiful, very soft, sort of airbrushed looking bronzer. This is in the like the original shade. It's just called bronzer. I do believe they've got lighter, they've got deeper. I can't remember how many shades they've got now, but this is just the original one. Really like it. And then I think that this is meant to be a dupe for it, just because like the sort of waves in the actual pan look similar, and it does look similar on the skin to the Physicians Formula one, but I like both. I feel like this one is a little bit more not glowy, glowy is the wrong word, just a little bit more luminous. So I like both, and also this one isn't fragranced, the Emco one, whereas the Physicians Formula one, I have to, like when I'm applying it, I have to hold it so far away from my face while I'm applying it because it's so heavily fragranced. I really dislike the smell in it. This is the Barry M Tropical Heat Wave bronzer. I like it. Do I like it more than these ones up at the top? No. I think I'm going to get rid of this. Again, this is another one that has survived so many declutters. And every time I've saved it, and then I just prefer others. So I'm going to get rid of that one. This is the Technic Glow Up Luminous Face Powder. I think technically this is a like a setting powder. Can I even get into this? No, I can't get into it with my nails currently, but yeah, I think that this is a setting powder. This is in the shade Tan. I have another Technic bronzer in here that I prefer over this one, so I'm going to get rid of that. While we're on the subject of Technic, this is the one that I prefer. This is the marbled bronzer. Oh look, I can actually open that one. It looks like a petri dish. It looks like I haven't even used it because the colours aren't like swirled together, but I use this quite a lot. This is in the shade Sunbaked. Really, really like that. Little bit luminous, not like crazy, crazy glowy. Really, really like that one. I'll be keeping that. Then I'm getting rid of this. This is the 17 shimmer bronzer. Why did I buy this? You can see that that is just straight up glitter. Have I even used this? I mean, I remember using it, I think. Who's to say? Can't remember, but no, that is crazy glowy. I am going to get rid of that one. Honestly, that doesn't even look like I've used it. I don't know. I'm gonna get rid. The Milani Baked Bronzer in Soleil. This is shade 5. That looks crazy dark, doesn't it? Let's see. Oh no, it's not. No, that's nice. I'll keep that one. Can't remember when the last time I used that was, but looks nice enough. I will also get rid of this. This is the 17 Marble Highlight. I do remember using this one, and I tried to like swirl the colours together and it made sort of a glowy bronzer topper, but I have glowy bronzers that I like all just as one step, so I never reach for a product like this. This is 010 Champagne. I could never use that just as a highlight. Look at that colour. That is insane for the lightest shade. I mean, oh, it does look nice. No, I'm going to get rid of it. I never reach for it. I'm also going to get rid of this. This is the Troublemaker Overcooked Baked Bronzer with Hyaluronic. This is the lightest shade that they currently have on the Superdrug website. I'm hoping that they're going to bring out more shades in this because I liked the formula of it. The colour was just like, that's the lightest shade that they have. Yeah, so I'm going to get rid of this one, but in the hopes that they bring out more shades. So, oh, I'm keeping this because look at the size of the pan in here. So this is the e.l.f. Primer Infused Bronzer in the shade Forever Sunkissed. One of my favourite bronzers of all time. Look at the size of that pan. That actually looks like it's about to break. I will be extra careful with that one, but really, really like that. Big, big fan. Also really, really like this. Look at the size of the dip in that pan. So this is the Made by Mitchell Bronze Pods in Caramel Kiss. Really, really like that one. Nice, softly luminous, not chunky, glittery, just really nice and glowy. And I love that colour. I feel like this is a throwback for me because this is one of the first like more expensive, not luxury obviously because it's Kiko, but it was like, it was a lot for me to buy this. When I bought it, it was, I don't even know, like 15, 16 quid, I can't remember, and you can't get it anymore. This whole collection is long gone. This was from the Lost in Amalfi range. This is the shade 1, and I really, really like it, but also you can't buy it anymore. And I feel like if I'm going for a glowy baked bronzer, out of the two of these, I do generally reach for the Made by Mitchell one. So I think I'm going to resign this to my sort of memory drawer, which I do have a memory drawer that I keep things in that I don't use, but that I feel like I'm not ready to get rid of yet because I'm a sentimental kind of gal. I think I'm going to put that in there. I've had a good lot of use out of that and I'm happy to sort of retire it now. So I'm going to put that over behind me. Then I think I'm going to keep all of these big ones, or I might get rid of this Technic one, you know. Yeah, I'll get rid of this one. So this is the Technic Ready Set Sculpt Contouring Palette. I like it, but I really only use the bronzer section of it. this highlight is way too dark for me and I don't even know what this is meant to be. Oh, set. I suppose you're meant to use that as a setting powder, but I never do. So I think I'm going to get rid of that one. It's nice enough if you're the sort of person that would use all 3 shades, then it would absolutely be worth it. I am not that gal. I will pick a separate setting powder and a separate highlight. The bronzer, like contoury shade, is perfectly fine. I can only speak on that shade because that's the only one that I have used, but I'm not the kind of gal that will use the other 2, so it just seems like a waste for me to keep all of that just for that one shade when obviously I've got others in the same realm that I am happy with. Oh, so does the same go for this one? This is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contouring Palette. Again, I like the bronzer. I've never used this like setting powder. I think I'm going to declutter that one as well because like I'm only going to use half of it. And again, I've got like contoury powders that I prefer over that one. Such as the MUA. Oh, this doesn't even have any writing left on it. I have to like angle it into the light. This is the MUA Bronzed Perfection Matte. Oh, it says it on the back. I didn't have to go through all that. In Sunset Tan. I really, really like this. I don't think they even make this in this like massive packaging anymore. Like this is a huge pan and I really, really like that one. So I'll keep that, and then these 2 slightly smaller ones, I will keep both of these. So this is the LA Girl on Cloud 9 Bouncy Blush and Bronze. My friend Brie sent a load of like American makeup. We can't get LA Girl, I don't believe, in the UK, so she sent me this one. I've only ever used the bronzer. Oh no, I maybe have used the blush. Who's to say? Who's to say? But really, really like it. It's more of a, well, it is a matte bronzer, but it's more of like a neutral cool tone leaning. And then this is the Catrice Holiday Skin Bronze and Glow palette. I actually use the highlight in this because it's a glowy, beautiful glowy highlight in a colour that actually works for me. And I actually think I am quite close to hitting pan on that bronzer because look how far down it is from the side of the like metal pan. I really, really like that shade as well. And it's the sort of thing that if I was ever to go on any sort of holiday, this is probably the sort of thing that I would bring because it's smaller and it's got the 2 products in one, and I actually like both of the products. So keeping that one, let me go ahead and get everything back in here organised. So I'll have like matte powders and glowy powders, and then that is all of the bronzers done, and we've only been going for about 40 minutes, so we've got time to go on to the highlight and the face palettes. The face palettes will be easy. I'm going to be getting rid of so many there. There we go. So that is everything back in. I feel like I have gotten rid of a lot more than I thought I would be there. So the next drawer down is blush, to give you a little sneak peek of one of 3 blush drawers for the next declutter video. This is the pinks. This is a problem for another day, but the one underneath it is the highlights. So let me readjust you and we can go through this drawer next. I can already see so much that I want to get rid of here. I apologise for the appalling angle, and also don't look at all of this mess down here. You can't normally see this because I am usually sat in the way, but this is all of the highlights. Again, this is all powders in here, and then this was meant to just be the liquids at the side and like liquids and creams and things like that, but some of the powders are too big to fit in here. So let's just start with the powders. This is the PS Glaze Face Highlighter. This is one of the most blinding, smooth, icy highlights that I have in my collection, and I really, really enjoy it. So I'm going to be keeping this one. I don't actually know if you can still get this in like the cute packaging. It looks like a little donut. I don't know if you can still get it, but I really like it. Then, again, this is another throwback product for me because I feel like this is one of the first products or one of the first highlights that I purchased when I started my channel and like started getting into Beauty Bay. But it's not really the sort of tone that I go for now. This is the powder highlight, the Beauty Bay powder highlight in the shade Beam. Oh, I do like it though, and it is really nice and smooth. But it is dark. Like, it's not dark, but it's darker than what I usually go for, and not actually as blinding as I remember it being. I'm also gonna get rid of this because you can't even get Re-Love. Is that what it was called? Yeah. You can't even get it anymore. This is the Super highlighter in the shade Shine. You can't get this anymore, and I seem to remember that it was quite yellow. Like, it looks quite yellow in the pan there, doesn't it? So I'm going to get rid of that one. I'm absolutely keeping this. This is one of my favourites. This is the e.l.f. Baked Highlighter in Moonlight Pearls. I don't think you can get this anymore, but I really, really love it. So I'm keeping it anyway. I'm going to get rid of this, I think. This is the MUA Shimmer Highlight Powder in Iridescent Gold. I seem to remember that this was like very gold. Oh, I've got another one here as well. And that is Peach Diamond. Have I even used this? No, this still has the seal on it. If anybody wants this, let me know. I will put that in my to give away to somebody else pile because I haven't even used that. But this is the Peach Diamond shade. And I seem to remember that this was, like, it's blinding. It is very, very, oh, I'm going to run out of space here. Very, very glowy. Oh, but that looks pretty. I'm not going to use it. I'm not going to use it. Get rid. This is from Catrice. This is, it was like the Shell collection or something like that. This is Shell Shine, and I really, really like that. A nice smooth, it's almost like a putty texture. Really, really like that one. Looks very, very smooth and blinding on the skin. Then we have got the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlight in Blossom Glow. What did I think of this? This is the problem, like, I've got so much. I'm like, I can't even remember what I think of it. Oh, that is pretty. You can stay. You can go, however. This is the PS Pearl Glow Highlight. Could not tell you. Yeah, you, nothing. You can go. You can also go the Essence Gimme Glow Luminous Highlight. This is not glowy. Like, it's just not glowy, and it's not glowy enough for me. So getting rid of the Essence Gimme Glow, but I'm keeping Essence the Highlight because this one actually is glowy and reflective. This is in the shade 01 Mesmerizing. Really, really like that one. Absolutely keeping this one. This, I don't even have to look at it. It's the, oh, I've just said that and now it's gone out of my brain. It's the Revolution Highlight Reloaded in Just My Type. Absolutely beautiful. So smooth, so blinding, not glittery, absolutely beautiful. Keeping that one. Then, oh, this one was quite green, wasn't it? This is the Moira Dreamlight Highlighter in the shade 01 Dreamlight. That's nice and easy. Look at my hands. Let's use my little finger. Yeah, like it's a bit green. Bit weird. Little bit weird, so I'll get rid of that one. So that has cleared up a good amount of space in here for some more of my powder ones. This is the Technic Gothica Light Side highlighter. This is a little bit glittery, but honestly just so blinding, and also like perfect for party season, so I'm gonna keep that one. Then we have got, oh, that one wasn't even closed. This is the Revolution Diamond Glow highlight. I really, really like that as well. That is quite similar to the e.l.f. one, but the e.l.f. one is a little bit warmer, where the Revolution one is a little bit more cool. So keeping both of those. Then I will get rid of this one because it's right down at the bottom. I don't think you can even get BH Cosmetics anymore. Revolution bought them, didn't they, and then just didn't do anything with it. I like it, but you can't get it anymore. So this is the Sun Flex Powder Highlight in the shade Bel Air. It's nice enough, but does this beat any of these that I'm definitely keeping? No. So this one can go. Then for other powder blush, powder highlight options, this is the Made by Mitchell Blush Pressed Lights Highlighter Duo Late Liquor. The longest name in history. I hate this packaging. I don't love the shades that are in here. This one is very sort of grey, and then this one is quite pink, and they're not even really that glowy, like they're quite dull. So I'm gonna get rid of that one. I will also get rid of this because it's meant to be a highlight and it's darker than my skin, and it says that you can use it on your body, but like I'm just not gonna do that, am I? So this is the Technic Glow Balm Face and Body Cream Highlight. I mean, look at that shade. Again, it doesn't even really look that glowy. Like a little bit, but never reach for it. So that one can go. Then we have got this one, which again, I don't think you can get, but I really, really enjoy. So this is the, can I even tell you what that is? No, it's from XX Revolution, which I don't think is even a brand anymore. It's in the shade Echo. Does that ring a bell? Couldn't tell you, but I really, really like that, so I'm gonna keep it. And I'm also gonna keep this, which I don't think you can get anymore. Again, this is the I Heart Makeup, which was part of Revolution before it was even called Revolution, because it says Tam Beauty on the back, and they became Revolution like 10 years ago. So probably shouldn't keep it, but I really, really like it. It's very, very cute. It's one that I bring out every Valentine's because it's a heart shape, and I know that that shouldn't be a reason to keep it, but it is also a beautiful, beautiful glowy highlight. So keeping that one. Then onto the liquids. I think I like all of these. I know, I'm gonna get rid of this. This is the MUA Highlight Beauty Wand. This, like I was saying about the bronzer, this is the only shade that they have. It's too dark for my skin to work as a highlight. So many people have told me to use it on the eyes. I'm sorry, but I'm just not gonna do that. I have other liquid, like actual liquid eyeshadows that are gold. I don't need to keep this for that one single purpose, so I'm going to get rid of that one. Then am I also going to get rid of this? I feel like I've had this a very, very long time, and again, it's another one that I just don't really reach for. So this is the Collection Filter Finish Liquid Highlight Wand in One Strobe Light. I never reach for it. Honestly, if I want a liquid highlight, I don't even know. I have the Beauty Bay one. I think it's out on my table actually because it leaks, and I'm very, very close to finishing that one. If I want a liquid, I go for the Beauty Bay one. I'm gonna get rid of that. I do also like this for a liquid option though. This is the Beauty Crop Glow Milk Liquid Highlight. This is in Bubbly. This is a beautiful, warm, champagne-y sort of a colour. Very smooth, not at all glittery. Really, really like that one. I like this one from Profusion as more of like a blush topper. Obviously this is quite dark, but I do like it over the top of blush for quite a specific look, but it's very, very pretty. This is in the shade Rose Quartz. I'm going to keep that one. I also really like this e.l.f. one. I didn't like any of the original e.l.f. Halo Glow highlight shades that came out in this sort of packaging, but this was a more recent one. This is IRL Angel, and this is a little bit like duochromy. It shifts a little bit pink, and I find that beautiful, beautiful shade on my skin. Really like that one. I also really like this one, which again, it's Primark, so whether or not you can get it is up for debate. If you see it, I really, really like it. But this is the Liquid Highlight. This is in the shade Gold, but it's not gold. It's like a champagne-y sort of shade. That's that one there. And again, it's the sort of thing that I really like, sort of just tapped over the top. This gives more of like a wet look. Again, it's very smooth and very, very blinding. Quite hard to show highlights because obviously I'm like over in the corner of my room. I've had to bring one single light over to try and light up over here. I don't know why I'm putting that back in the basket. I'm keeping that one. Really, really like it. Then for sticks, I'm keeping this one, absolutely. This is the MUA Beauty Balm in the shade Highlight. Really like that one. Ooh, why is that colour? This is the Technic one. Just needs a little clean on the top there. This is the Technic Highlight in the shade in Golden Lights. It's very yellow, so I think I'm going to get rid of that one. Then the Catrice Glass-like highlighter stick, I'm keeping this. This is another one that's just a beautiful, smooth, glass-like. It really is very smooth and glowy on the skin. Then I don't know how much I have used this. This is the Troublemaker Ziggy Highlight. This is in Earthling Pink. Like, it is very, very pink. That should probably be in my blush drawer because that is very, very pink. Yeah, I'm going to put that in the next drawer up because that is a blush. So I can deal with that at another time. And then this is another one that I was sent by Brie, and I still haven't figured out what the brand is for this. I actually have no idea. It doesn't say. But this is the Ice Cream Highlight, and I do really, really like it. It's a little bit warmer than the other sticks that I'm keeping, so I'm going to keep that one. But what brand that is, I could not tell you, but I do enjoy it. So let me, oh, I need to clean out these drawers. That is a problem for another day. I am going to get these two back in here. And then that is the highlight drawer done. I really should hoover that drawer out. I am not doing that today. So that is all of the highlights. Again, I feel like I got rid of a really great amount there. This is getting very heavy on my legs. And then we're on to the face palettes. I feel like you can see well enough there. Let me just scooch back a little bit. So this isn't necessarily sort of all-in-one face palettes. I have things in here that are just blush. We've got like a little bit of everything. So let me put this basket down on the floor because it is so exceptionally heavy. So let's go. The Beauty Bay Peachy Glow Highlight Palette. I love this for this one shade in the middle. I do sometimes use this lighter shade. I don't think I have ever used the darker shade, but this blush in the middle is absolutely beautiful. It's a peachy, it's peachy glow. It literally is that, but it's got like a nice golden undertone to it. Really, really like that one. Will be keeping. Also, really, really like this. This is the Troublemaker Maker palette. in the shade Light. This is so pigmented. This is so creamy. I've never used this darker shade down at the end, but maybe one day I will. Really, really like that one. Keeping the e.l.f. Contour Palette. I think I'm going to get rid of this because I really only use the bronzer down at the bottom corner, and I've already got an e.l.f. powder bronzer that I enjoy in a single, and I'm more likely to use that, so I'm going to get rid of that one. I will also get rid of this because sort of for the same reason. This is the Beauty Crop Cocoa Bronze. I really only use this, like, either of these two bronzers really, depending on the time of year, but I never reach for it. I never use that. I'm going to keep this one, again, for the reason that if I am ever to go on holiday, this probably is the sort of product that I would take because it is an all-in-one sort of product for me, and I actually like both of the blushes, the highlight, the bronze, and these eye products. So this is the Milani All-Inclusive Eye, Cheek and Face Palette. Did this have a shade? I think that there was like light and medium. Oh, it says there. 110 light to medium. I like this for that sort of very specific reason. It's not very likely that I'm going to go on holiday anytime soon. Just the way that my life is at the minute. But if I were, this would be the sort of product that I would take. Really, really nice. All-in-one option. I would need to take so little else with that if we were doing something that was just, you know, hand luggage only, something like that. I'm going to get rid of this for the same reason as I was saying about the BH highlighter. You can't get this anymore. So this is the BH Cosmetics Tempting in Tahiti Face Quad. Again, I like it. The pans are very, very small. It worked perfectly fine, but I never reach for it, and it's not the sort of product that I ever really reach for. I think I'm going to keep this, you know. This is the e.l.f. Blush Quad. Oh, my nails are getting so long. I can't get into things. There we go. Glowy Autumnal Blush. Summery blush, and then sort of any time of year blush. I like these. I like the formula of these. I do actually reach for this. I reach for this more than the contour palette, so I'm going to keep that one. I think I'm going to put this in my memory box because my husband actually got this for me. It was one of the first gifts that he ever bought for me that was like a makeup gift when I first started getting into makeup. I really, like, I still love Soph's content. I still watch it now, and obviously she brought this out like a million years ago. I have hit pan in it. It's the Revolution and Soph highlight palette. I'm probably not going to use it on my face, but again, memories. So that can go over with that Kiko bronzer. Completely forgot the name. I really like these little duos. I don't think, well, you can't get Relove anymore, so I'll get rid of that one. And I don't think you can get these little duos from e.l.f. anymore, which is a shame because I really, really like these. And I only, like, I've had these for quite a while, but I've only recently learned that you're meant to, like, swirl your brush into the blush and the highlight, to create a glowy highlight, but a glowy blush, sorry. But I don't think you can get these anymore. And I know that you can't get this one, so I will declutter those ones. These Made by Mitchell, like, book things, I really like them and they're very cute. So we've got Atlas of Anatomy, Living in Pink, and Grow Your Peach. I do like these. I have never once used that. That bright pink one. Oh, never once used it, but I do like them. I'm going to keep them. I'm going to keep them just because, honestly, I like looking at them, okay? So, we've got the Essence Love That Glow and Bronze palette. I like the matte bronzer. Oh, do I like the highlight? Yeah, I like the highlight, but the glowy bronzer isn't my favourite. Honestly, yeah, I think I will keep that just for the matte bronzer because it really is fantastic. Absolutely keeping this. I absolutely love this. Not for on the face though. I like this on the eyes. So this is the Cosmic Frosting Highlighter Trio. These are so colourful and so like shifty, but I love them on the eyes. I don't really use colourful highlight products on my cheeks, but I do like them on the eyes. Why is this in here? This is just a blush. I like it though. That should be in with my blushes. Let's put that up there. Is it that one? Yeah, that one. My blush drawers are overflowing. I am going to get rid of these. These are the P. Louise like cream blush and bronzer little palette things. I have never used the blush one, and I think I've only used one shade out of the bronzer one. Oh no, I've used 2 shades out of the bronzer one, but like barely. They're fine, but again, I'm not reaching for these over other products that I have as like single products, so I will get rid of those. Then we have got the Revolution Ultra Blush palette. I feel like this is such a throwback. Like this is one of the first products that I ever bought from Revolution. I think I bought this before I even had my channel, and I've had my channel over 5 years, so should I still have this? No. I bought this originally to use on the eyes, like when these like pinky warmer tones were very popular for on the eyes. Another one that I'm going to keep for the memes, but I'm not going to use that on the face. And then we've got the original Made by Mitchell curve case in light, I do believe. The one that's got those shades. I like it, but do I prefer the Troublemaker version? Yes, I think I do prefer the Troublemaker one, but I will keep both. And then the powder version of the curve case. So this is all exactly the same colours, but it is the powder versions. I do wish that some of these were glowy. All of these are matte, which I feel like was an opportunity missed, honestly, because I would have really liked some of these to be slightly glowier finishes, just to give you something a little bit different, but I'm going to keep that as well. I use it enough, and I haven't honestly even had it that long, but I use that enough for me to say that it's worth keeping. So let me put everything back in here like so, and that is all of my face palettes. I think that we have done well here. Bronzer, highlight and face palettes. All 3 of those decluttered, and now my basket is absolutely overflowing. So that is everything. Yay! On to blush next. That's going to be such a mammoth task to do all of the blushes, but I feel like we've done very, very well here. I am proud of us for getting through all of that. So if you want to see blush, eyeshadow and then lip products decluttered, subscribe. That will be coming soon, and like this video, give it a hype, press the hype button if it is there for you. I don't believe everybody in the world has the function yet to do the hype thing, but if you hype, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining me whilst I do this, because honestly, if I wasn't filming it, I wouldn't be doing it. It would be another task that I put off because it's just too much. It's just too much for me to do without your help. So thank you so much for joining me while I get that done. But until next time, thank you ever so much for watching. Bye bye.